What a palaver that was this morning. So that happened at 5 o'clock this morning, just before I had to go to work. Oh, dear me, what a nightmare. I managed to collect them all up and put them back into the tub. I was absolutely devastated, thinking I'd done something wrong or they were too cold or something happened. But I'd done a bit of reading, and apparently they can do this for the first 3 to 4 days until they settle down. So when you put them into new bedding, they haven't got their kind of scent or the different bacteria and the microbiome within the soil and stuff like that. So they off out and they're trying to search and explore and investigate the area that they've been placed into, basically. There are a couple of ways that you can help with this kind of mass migration. So the first one is to place cardboard underneath the wormery. So when they come out, they will fall onto it, and usually they'll go underneath it, and then you pick the cardboard up the next day and you can just pop them straight back in. Number 2, you can place a bin liner. So you can sit the worm bin in the bin liner, tie it up gently at the night time, and then in the morning you can open it up, obviously, to let the airflow happen again, but you can collect any worms that have come out and gone into the bin. Third one, you can add a spadeful of compost or soil to the bin as well, which is one that I'm going to do. And this contains different microbiome and bacteria and stuff in there that the worms will feel secure with. So that's what I'm going to do today, put that in there. And then one final thing you can do as well is take the lid off and leave a light over the top of it. Now, mine is outdoors, so it's not really going to be easy to do that because there's no power out here. So I'm not going to do that one. So let's open it up now and pop in some compost. I've got a little bag over there which I grew potatoes in last year, so it's got plenty of bacteria and microbiome and all sorts of goodies in there. So I'm going to pop that in now. Another thing I'm going to do as well is I've got a load more shredded paper. I think I'm going to put this in the very bottom to capture any moisture that falls through the first lot of cardboard. And then I'll just use that as the old one and rotate that round as well. So I'm going to, in effect, be inoculating 2 layers. So I'm going to pop that in as well. Might as well do it all while I'm messing around with the worms so I don't upset them again. Right, so I'm going to do the paper at the bottom first. So let me just take, which one is it? This one off. There we go. Oh, there's some wormies in there as well. Put that on there. Hang on, I can't see what's on the bottom of that. I'll put it on top of there. So there's a load more paper in the very bottom one. That's where the water and the juice will be in there. There we go. Put that back on there. And then let's have a look inside here. So they've all worked their way back down underneath there. Can you see that? Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see. So this paper's dried out. So while I've got it out, I'm going to go and quickly wet it. So just simply replace that on the top there. Keep it nice and moist. There for a second. Right, I'm just going to grab some compost and pop it on the top there. Take that off again. I've just put that bloody on there, haven't I? Take it off again. There we go. There'll be snacks to eat within this compost as well. There's all twigs and bits and bobs in there for them to munch on. And we don't want that bit of plastic. I always worried about, oh, there's a worm there. I won't put a stray worm in. I always worried about putting compost in from outside because I worry about pests and stuff going in there, but I think it'll be fine. I mean, it's recommended to do this anyway, so get them going. There we go. Pop them on the top there. Sit. Paper back on. And the lid back on there. Okay, so I've got a bin bag. So what I'm going to do is sit the worm bin inside it as well, just to help capture any strays that might come out. I mean, even if they do escape, it's not going to be the end of the world. Oh my God. Try not to kill them. Hiya, mates. What are you doing on there? So there we are. I've just popped the wormery inside this black bag. And then this evening, what I will do for the next kind of 3 or 4 nights is lift the bag up just at the night time when the sun goes down and they feel like they want to come up. All I'll do is just pop that like that. Probably get a little peg or something on the top there. And then in the morning, it'll come back down. Obviously, because you can't keep them in there like that. It'll be okay. I'll do it last thing at night when the sun's gone down and then open up at first thing in the morning. This is how I left it last night into this morning with the little clip on the top just loosely attached. And this is what we had inside today. Definitely less worms coming out and migrating out. But nonetheless, there's still a few in there that I'll just pop back in a lot easier this time. So that is day number 2 done. I've learned a little bit more already. It's all trial and error for me. If you've got any other tips, that would be great with letting your worms settle in and keeping them happy. So I like to think of the worms as my guests. They're not prisoners, so I'm bound to have a few escape. They are native to this country as well, so even if they do escape, they're literally going to go into my garden, which is going to be fine anyway, so no issue with that. So yeah, that's it. Join me for episode number 3. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.